Hey, what's up? This is the Leo Mystic, and welcome to this inner peace forecast from the 23rd until the 30th of December. It's the last week of the year in this inner peace forecast in the Leo Mystic, where we take you to the astrology of the week so that you can make conscious choices and stay peaceful within. So let's look at this week. First, what a week it's been. This is spiritual quest week. This is Source, Universe, God saying you, this is your spiritual mission. You know, we all got so much Piscean energy. Piscean is the spiritual sign. And then we've had so much Sagittarius with the sun and, you know, our persona, and Jupiter, the guru, and Mercury, our communication, all in Sagittarius, all helping us to explore. And then we had the full moon yesterday, well, actually Saturday, depending on where you are, but we're talking Belgium. Saturday we had the full moon in Cancer, okay? Did you meditate? Did you go within? With a solstice, we have a full moon on a solstice. Well, one day later. But this is saying on the darkest night of the year, there is illumination, there is moon, there is our heart. Yeah, or the moon is our hearts and our emotions. It's saying it's hopeful to whatever challenge that you're going through, that there will be help, there will be illumination, you will see the path. And I think right now with Sagittarius, with the sun in Capricorn, it's time to get serious, kinda. And I want to talk about integrity, because Capricorn is a sign of integrity. And we have Saturn, which is the sign, you know, Capricorn is linked to Saturn, and it's the Lord of Karma. And it's linked to integrity. Now, why is that important? Because integrity means whatever you choose to do, is it aligned to your true self and to what you've decided for yourself, what is your truth? And are you acting upon that truth? It's like saying, you know, whatever you're talking, are you walking the talk? That's kind of it. And so it's a Lord of Karma, because what actions are you creating? What decisions are you making for yourself? And I think right now, with all of this, you know, Piscean energy, with all this Sagittarian energy, still Mercury and Jupiter, still in Sagittarius, so many signs that are the collective unconscious, and that are the signs that are about, you know, the lessons we've learned and a bigger truth. This is truly saying, your actions, you cannot longer deny that you are a spiritual being. Mars in Pisces, Mars, our desires, our ego, and Chiron in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. You are a spiritual being, a human being living, or a soul living in a human body. And it is time to act from that truth. Saturn, seriousness, 10th degree, time to get things done, projects going that are true to your calling. Pluto in Capricorn, transforming our integrity. Sun in Capricorn right now. Let's get serious. Let's live that truth. Let's express that truth. And I think right now, with Christmas coming up, and we coming to see our families. Our family is our shadow. You know, they're a mirror. They show us what we don't like. Sometimes we had good bonds with our families too, hopefully. But they also show us what we would not want to see. And guess what? That which triggers you is what's within you. Everybody's a mirror, and especially your family is your shadow. So I think right now it's so important to speak your truth, to live your truth, to know, like, this is my spiritual mission. Okay? Now, I will talk a little bit more about spiritual mission and what if I don't know what that is, and like there's people on different levels, but let me finish. The fact that you're going to meet your family, you're going to meet your shadows, and you're going to meet so much, people saying, well, if that's your spiritual truth, if that's, do you believe in God and astrology and all of that, and you're gonna hit those walls of Saturnian karma, and you're not gonna like it. But we've got Mercury and Jupiter in Sagittarius opening up to new belief systems. So, but it is squaring Neptune. So all your dreams, if you're gonna tell your dreams to your family, expect some resistance. But Sun, Saturn, Pluto, South Node in Capricorn is all saying, live the truth. Be your truth. Stand in the fact, ground yourself in the fact that you are, and a spiritual being. And Capricorn is standing on top of the mountain. Capricorn is saying, no, I know this. I act from my integrity, no matter whatever any other person will say. Now, this takes me to this, Sun sextiling Neptune, which is, it can be, and Jupiter squaring Neptune. This is all like, it can, depending on what you know in terms of spiritual mission, or you are not on your spiritual mission. Some people just start on their spiritual mission. Other people's are just way, like they are way on the path of spiritual mission. They're doing it, they're living it. And if you're still not living it, then, and you're ignoring it, then I think this Sun sextiling Neptune can be very, oh yes, it's dreamy, yes, it's Christmas, whatever, I'm gonna forget about it. And it's easy for a person to ignore the spiritual mission. And that's where addictions and that's where escapism comes from. It's from ignoring the fact that you have a spiritual mission, right? So I would say, truly, right now, just look at your family and just look at what these shadows are. And if they're bringing you resistance, then ask yourself the question, well, then it's probably you're on the right path. I hope sincerely your family supports you in your spiritual mission and whatever, but it tends to not be that way. So just be aware of that with this transit of Mercury and Jupiter squaring Neptune. Your dreams are being challenged, and people can get in like, this is my truth. But I think on the 27th, when the moon goes into Virgo, then it's going to trine all of those energies that are into Capricorn. And holy God, you will feel to act from truth. You will feel to be serious. It is a serious time, and it is a serious time to get things done, to every project that you're doing, to get this thing going. You've been having the dreams, you've been having the visions. If you've been listening, and if you've been listening to this Inner Peace Forecast, you know that. You know it. And now it's time to act. But not to overact, because that's what Capricorn can tend to do. Remember, it can be beating up, and it's like opportunity here and there. And at the same time, it is winter when you're in the northern hemisphere, in Europe, America. It is winter, so it is a time to also hibernate and to calm down, to cool. That's what the cycle of life is about. When the sun is out in summer, everybody's out. Everybody goes. But in winter, everybody calm down. We're a society that just constantly has to work. And yes, it's important right now with this Capricornian energy, to serve and to go out and really get your goals manifested. But also winter. So have that balance. It's important. And I want to say one more thing with this Mars on the 29th or the 30th. Mars goes, our desires, our ego, in Pisces, the spiritual warrior, goes on Chiron, the wounded healer. That day, on a 28th degree, on an almost critical degree of let go, it's time to wrap things up. Mars on Chiron says, cut the cord with the past, do surgery on your wound, clean the wound, okay? With what? Pisces. All the belief systems about God, about the universe that you have been put upon you because of Catholicism. And I mean, nothing wrong with Catholicism, but if it comes from a conditioned Catholicism of like, you have to follow what Jesus and God says, and there's a guy pointing in the sky at you. No, it's not true. God is here. We're all one. You and I, we're both God. Everything is interconnected. Oneness. Satnam, Waheguru, however you want to call it. Everything is one. And so we have to realize that. And this Mars on Chiron is going to help us realize that. That we don't have to be a martyr. That we don't have to believe that there's a God out there, but that God is within us. That's the time to heal. And this time is where that balance comes in. To know when to take opportunities, but also to know that sometimes, even when in winter, especially when in winter, to also go within, to have a cycle of life. So be cool on yourselves, be easy on yourselves. And that's why the mantra of this week is, let me see if I can remember it. So I clean the wound of the past and step into the power of knowing that I'm a spiritual being. All right? Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holidays. Take opportunities. But also remember to go within. Be easy on yourself. See you in the new year when Mars goes into Aries. And then it's time to get things going. Much love, the Leo Mystic. See ya.